in the studio and get straight to it.
Yeah, Coach Tate, we appreciate you hopping on. I guess my first question: you off to a 4-0 start. You look like an NCAA tournament caliber team when I'm watching. Um, just how much do you think the experience of your guys has helped navigating this year? I've seen looking throughout the country, it seems like everyone who's experienced is playing at a higher level. But when I watch you guys, the connectedness really stands out, and I just wanted to ask you what you attribute that to beyond just having a bunch of older guys.
Kevin, thanks for having me, you guys. But what I contribute is, I think it's just Coach Ford, Travis Ford, uh, all the work he put into these guys. Once they was younger, freshmen and sophomores. Now that they seniors, a lot of them, three of them are seniors. I think it's paying off, and the guys that we have, the younger guys, I think our older guys, was great leaders and still great leaders. Jordan Goodwin, Hassan French, and Javante, they show these younger guys, the way to go. And, credit to the young guys, they just picking up on it.
And and it seems like the offense has really taken it up a notch this season. There was a lot of questions about the shooting last season, but you guys are really torching the nets from deep. Obviously, getting some guys healthy has helped. But why do you think your team has improved so much in that realm so far through 4 games?
I just think off season was really huge. Even though we couldn't get in the gym together, I think everybody was working on, just shooting and just, went back to the basics and just worked on shooting and playing with, for each other. And it don't hurt when you get a guy like Gibson back. So Gibson is back. He spreads the floor for a lot of people, and it makes it easier for other people to make jump shots.
Yeah, he's made 12 threes in 4 games. I think any coach in the country would sign up for. I've seen you guys are on Twitter literally asking anyone want to play us this week. We're looking for a game. Walk me through the uncertainty of what this year has been
Well,
for you guys and scheduling in general.
I mean, that tweet was totally in a humble way, right? Nothing cocky, nothing. It was just that, it's an unsettled season. So um, we had a game that was canceled, and we wanted just to continue to play. As anybody, they want to get as many games in as they can because you never know when it might hit you or when you might have to be in the bubble. So for the most part, we tweeted that in a humble way, like we just wanted to play. If anybody needed to play, had needed a game, we were just willing to play. Nothing in, no malice by saying, cocky way or nothing, at all.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys already had dealt with scheduling changed a little bit. I think you were headed to Lincoln to play in that event, and then wound up coming home
Right.
and playing a couple games. And in that little home event, you guys beat LSU, which is obviously a big time win. What did that game early in the season mean for your team's confidence? Obviously, it means something from an NCAA tournament standpoint, and you obviously deal with that in March. But what did it mean just from a confidence standpoint to beat a high major team that's consistently been competing at the highest level in the SEC? Competing for a championship the last couple seasons.
I mean, no doubt, Will Wade and LSU, they're going to be great this year. I mean, they're going to do a lot of special things at SEC. But it meant a lot of things for us here at SLU. Recognition for one, two. It was we was able to have pretty much the guys haven't played since March of last year, so it was pretty much a good time for our guys to get out there and try to work at unfinished business. And the guys was on a high level, in March, so they just want to continue to stay together and stay on that level.
And the A10 is such a good league, right? I mean, you talk about you guys beating LSU, Richmond beats Kentucky, VCU beats Memphis, Dayton beats Mississippi State, Rhode Island beats Seton Hall. You just go through, the league has proven time and time again that it can compete with anyone. When you look at this conference, what makes that such a grind day in, day out once you get into league play?
Well, first it starts with all the head coaches. I think all the head coaches in the A10, they always have their teams prepared to play. You can any team you play every night in, night out. I think you're going to have, your team is going to be prepared to compete. And then second off, the players. Uh, I mean, we have players on every team that can play. Some of them can play with the blue bloods, as you've seen. Um, you see, like Rhode Island lost two kids, to UConn, one to Kentucky, things like that. We have players that can play on that next level, um, so to speak, and that's what makes this league really special.
100%. And Coach Burton mentioned this in his intro for you, but obviously you're very, very connected in the grassroots world. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about recruiting this year and how different it has been not being able to go out, not being able to go to whether it's Peach Jam or any of the other big events.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think has been the biggest change for you beyond just like I have to call people instead of meet them in person? What has changed in terms of your day to day and how you recruit?
Well, just visual. What I mean by that, it's not like seeing a person play in person. If you can see a kid, you might see it on film, but then once you get a chance to see it in person, you never realize how fast they are or how fast they get that shot off. Just little things, that everybody can just, pick up on when you see a kid in person. So it's just little things like that. But other than that, man, we're adjusting. I mean, it comes with it. You just got to adjust with it.
All right. I think I just got one more for you. It's been a crazy year. What do you think you have learned about yourself as a coach, your program? I got two for you, so I'll go to this one first.
Yeah.
What have you learned about yourself and about your program in the last 9 months? As you guys have been through just so many crazy things that I don't think any coach ever thought they would have to prepare for.
Well, I mean, not that I learned this about myself, but this is just how I approach it anyway, is with patience and flexibility. You gotta have patience, and you gotta be willing to adjust. And if you're willing to adjust and understand adjustments, I mean, this just comes with it. This comes with the territory of being a coach. It's going to be a lot of audibles this year. So, I mean, I'm okay with it. It's just got to be, you got to look ahead and don't expect anything. Just be willing, for whatever comes your way.
And being you were a JUCO coach, and you've moved your way up. Talk about your relationship with Coach Ford, how you became up to an associate head coach, what your responsibilities look like on a day-to-day basis, et cetera.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, it's all blessings. It's just timing. Timing is everything. I was at the University of Missouri. Well, let me go back first. I was at Mentor Area College for 15 years. And then I had the opportunity to, take a leap to University of Missouri, which I was there for 1 year. And Coach Ford got the job here back in St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis, so, Coach, reached out and it just made sense, that I could come back home and basically run around in my backyard, so that's how I started with Coach Ford. And with that being said, it just worked out. Like we all like Coach Ford is a guy that, he's a people's person, and he just give you opportunity to work yourself to the top. So little things that I did, I just wanted to make sure everything Coach was doing, I was there. And Coach allowed me to be in every meetings, work with him on offense and defense, recruiting. So I just threw myself in every part of basketball, and everywhere Coach Ford went, I pretty much went. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, people tell you, since I've been here, he go recruiting somewhere, I just want to go with him, even if I'm not the lead recruiter, because I just want to know, how his sell pitch, when he's recruiting a kid, when he's talking to other coaches. I just want to know and do everything he does that I can do. So when I get the opportunity, I'll be ready.
All right, and I'll leave you with this one. You've been doing this thing for a while. You've been in so many different environments in the sport. Leave me with one funny or memorable story from your time in coaching that the audience might have a chuckle at.
A funny story. Wow. Let me see. Can we cuss? No, I keep it PG.
That's everyone's answer. Everyone answer whenever asks this. It's like, I don't know if I could say this on the air.
No. I'll give you. See this. The great stories comes with the JUCO. I got a great JUCO, and Bill he remember we used to play in Beaumont, Texas every Christmas, right? And Beaumont closes down at probably about 9 o'clock around that time. So it's like they had one spot, and it was a wing spot. I can't remember the wing spot, but we played late, and I told all the guys, we're gonna order the food, get the wings, get whatever. Well, I got on a bus last, and I get on a bus, and all the everybody got their wings. I don't have my wings, and if you know me, I'm a big guy. So after we done played, we went through everything. All I wanted to do was sit on the bus, eat my wings, and have a good night. I wasn't able to do that, so I said, wait a minute. I know, everybody else had wings. I know I probably would have some wings, right? So okay, we go start looking around Beaumont, Texas. There's nothing in Beaumont, Texas that's open. Nothing. No, the gas station, nothing. So about 11 o'clock at night, I hear a knock on my hotel door. I get up. I'm like, all right. Well, I look down, and it's a box of empty bones. It's a box of empty bones. So I know one of my players ate all the chicken wings. So I said, that's okay. That's fine. I laughed. So we got to practice. We played the next day. So I said, good win, guys. I said, we're going to have pizza. And they was like, oh, yeah, we're going to have pizza. So I told my assistants, I said, make sure you get them one pizza. For the whole team, one pizza. I know I shouldn't say this, but they had one pizza and a gallon of water. And I said, I'm required to make sure you guys have something to eat. I'm not required to make sure you guys are full. So you guys got one pizza, and we'll figure it out after that. You guys got to figure out how to share. And so that team, now remember, everything closed at 9 o'clock in Beaumont, Texas. So maybe I was cruel, but they had one pizza and 1 gallon of water. But they figured it out after that.
All right, Coach. This was awesome. Thanks so much for hopping on. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll be watching.
Man, thanks for having me. Good luck with you guys.
Have a good one.
All right.
All right. That was Coach Corey Tate, the